Hey guys, I'm back to talk a little bit more about personality theory and assessment primarily. By now, you've probably read the whole chapter on all the different types of personality theories. And there's such a wide range of ways to look at assessing human personality. But I want to talk today and give you guys a little, one of my famous stories, sorry, about personality assessment and what can be great about it and what can be a little bit not so great. Years ago, I was applying for a job, and before I discovered how much I love hanging out with you guys, and I had been through 2 interviews for this job, and it sounded like it was a done deal, and we were all set to move forward. And then the person interviewing me remembered, oh, our company has just started using these online personality assessments, and they said it's fine, don't, no big deal, just if you would go home and take it, and then we'll have the results, we can add that to your file, we'll be ready to roll. So I said great. So I went home and I did that, and I got a call early the next week saying I didn't get the job. Now, first of all, this is the first job I ever applied for that I didn't get. It was traumatizing. And, so I was let down, and I was curious, and I didn't think much of it. A few weeks later, maybe a month or so later, my husband came home from work, and it turns out that he had a connection to a person who owned the company that designed and implemented this particular online personality test. And this person had seen my name come through the system, knew that my background was in psychology, and thought I might be interested in seeing the results. So my husband had this stack of papers for me, and he said, do you want to take a look at this? And I said, oh, yes, I do. So I took the papers and I sat down. Now, first of all, that was potentially a huge problem with confidentiality. I don't think that happens very often, and there was certainly no evil intent. But if my husband and I had been going through a divorce or a custody battle, and this had revealed things about my personality that would be harmful to my case, then potentially there could be an issue. But that was not what was going on, so it was fine. But I sat down and touched my face to go wash my hands. Anyway, I sat down and read the description of my personality, and I thought, wow, I must not have any insight into my personality at all. And that's kind of scary for somebody who's supposed to have professional credentials in this. So it didn't resonate with me at all. And when I looked at it, I thought, well, if I were the company that was interviewing me, I wouldn't have hired me either. That I wouldn't have been a good fit. So it was a little bit weird for me and disappointing, and I let it go. So fast forward a few months, and my husband came home from work with another sheaf of papers, and he said, oh, so-and-so was in again today. Apparently there was a glitch in the system that they used to calculate the scores of the personality test, and they were miscalculating them. They were generating the wrong profiles. And so they've corrected that glitch, and here is your revised and more accurate personality profile. And I said, oh, cool, give me that. So I sat down with that, and guess what? Lo and behold, that one, I recognized that person. That really was me. Now, who knows? I might not have gotten the job with the correct personality profile either. And in retrospect, I'm really glad I didn't, because that would have taken me in a completely different direction. However, I think that that's a great example of all of those personality inventories that are online. Some of them can be really helpful. They're interesting, and we are often intrigued by things like that. Be careful with those. Those personality profiles are, first of all, only one bit of information. And number two, not guaranteed to be accurate. There's no guarantee that when you find something on the internet that there is good reliability and validity data. There's a lot of things that you're not going to know. And anytime that you take an assessment and it generates a profile, a description of you, without a professional there that's trained in testing to go through that with you, that potentially is not a good thing, because sometimes we read what we want to read, or there's just, you can understand, there's a million different ways that can be not such a good thing. So just be careful. You know, the internet is great. We all know that. The internet also has shortcomings. And at any time, those personality inventories are only as good as the research that's behind them and the way that they were input into the system. They may be accurate, they may be inaccurate. So take it with a grain of salt is the long and short of that. I am going to be coming back tomorrow to talk a little bit about some social psychology principles, and I hope you guys are reading that, and I hope that you are able to come to the chat this Wednesday, April 1st. Not April Fools, it's for real. I decided to do it at 10 o'clock. I was thinking about our class time, but then decided maybe you guys are enjoying the opportunity to sleep in, so I did it at 10. If you can be there and you want to be there, that's great. You certainly do not have to be. And it will just be, we'll be typing in real time, so we won't be able to see each other. But we'll try that. And if we want to move on to something like Collaborate or Zoom later on, we can certainly try that. So anyway, I miss you. I hope you're having a good day. It's beautiful outside. Go get some fresh air. And I hope everybody's feeling well and taken care. I'll see you soon. Bye.